Hello and welcome. My name is Birdybot, and we're not at Lantern Steels today. Today we are at the Emerald Palace. Now, I tried to open Lantern Steels, and I didn't even unpause it. I just stared at the screen at how sad everything was. I couldn't take it. So I've actually loaded up a world here that is invaders off. I know that's terrible, but it's just so delightful. But take a look at this place. We are currently in the Saffron Forest, as well as the Poetic Plains, right against the Cobalt Sea. It is so cute, and this is our main keep here. To our side here, we've actually got something that I've recently made. It's called Sandcastle. It's my tavern. I'll show you why it's called Sandcastle. I was super disappointed when I was digging the rooms, and here is the rooms for the tavern. It's all in sand. I guess I could replace it, but of course it's actually right underneath the ocean. So I imagine these rooms are a little unsteady. There's some like leaking, dripping water coming in. But let's give you a tour of the rest of the fortress. This is one of my favorite additions. There's a little pier. I'll just play it so you can see. These fellas are fishing, and every so often they get grumpy because they get splashed by a huge wave that comes up on shore. Oh man, when Toady One added the waves, I just couldn't believe it. Like, look how beautiful that is. Anyways, this world is a small world. Let me show you what it looks like. It's called Zetsulozgo, the Enchanted Universes, and look how cute it is. Oh my gosh, it's as cute as a bug's ear. Look at that. So we are up, if you can see where my mouse pointer is, see where this tomb is? We are just along this coast, and we belong to the Persuasive Avalanche, which up until I generated these legends only had 9 dwarves. They have a pretty sad history. These fellas were destroyed. And unfortunately, most of the dwarves have run away. They're just gone. They've joined other civilizations, including, hilariously, let me show you these guys. There's a human civilization, which I really love, called the Realm of Hugs. So cute. But you can see here where we're talking. The wars fought by the Persuasive Avalanche were all defenders. And they failed. Much like I failed in Lantern Steels. Let's go back to the world map. So we're up here, and our civilization exists only in 2 camps. Now, I didn't know that dwarves could make camps. I thought that was an elven thing. But that's where the remainder of our dwarves are. Now, up here in this top freezing area, there's actually a boar jungle, it's called, with a volcano. I was tempted, but I ended up choosing along the seashore. And I think it works for me. Like, that is glorious. We get lots and lots of food. Oh, wait. Ooh, someone's telling a story. Hold on. Yeah, what story are you telling? Aw, I know. He's telling the story of when Adele Seelingolf ceased to be the mayor. She was our first mayor, and I loved her. I ended up building her own quarters up here on the top of the keep. It's really cute. You can actually see that there's balconies jutting off each side of this little keep. And she's got, oh, let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah. This isn't Adel. This is the current mayor. His name is English. And we hate English. Now, I thought I was the only one who hated English, but as it turns out, let me show you something. This is our last mayor. I made a statue of her to commemorate the fact that she'd become mayor, and people seem to like her. This item is an exceptionally designed image of Adel Seelingolf the Dwarf in microcline. Adel is laboring. The artwork relates to the settling of Adel in the Emerald Palace in the mid-autumn of 1050. See? Nice, right? But take a look at what my artists did of English. This item is an exceptionally designed image of English Marigold the Dwarf and cave spiders in microcline. English Marigold is surrounded by the cave spiders. English Marigold looks terrified. I kind of love it because One of English's things is he loves forbidding the sale of figurines. It's such a pain in the butt. I've had to like change my stockpiles so that I can still sell everything. Oh, nice. We made a hemp scroll. Good. Anyways, he has a personal booze supply, his own goblet, which, by the way, it's really tricky to keep goblets to one person. I ended up putting lapis lazulis on it and Heliodor. Very fancy. So a lot of people come upstairs and they drink his booze. His own booze, his own meals. And who is this guy? Why are you eating at the mayor's? I know you're a cleaner, a fish cleaner. You filthy fish cleaner. He's eating a mackerel too. Who are you? Do you even have a relationship with the mayor? Oh. She's his wife. Okay. You can eat up here. How do you become a passing acquaintance with a guinea hog? How do you get that? Who is this guinea hog? Crazy. Well, she thinks she has a great bedroom. Anyways, the mayor takes his meetings here while he like observes the caravans rolling in and maybe even watches the sea. Maybe even watches his wife, I guess. And he also has the lever here, which controls all 4 of the bridges downstairs, which can close up the keep. Of course, this doesn't protect us from flyers because I have open balconies, but you know, who needs defense when you've turned invaders off? This is about beauty, people. Beauty. Anyways, let's go deeper. This is a block stockpile. Just because it seems like the closer you put things to people, the better off they are. But let's go deeper. I've skipped some levels, as per usual. This is our nightmarish, totally messy turkey and butcher, and of course farm level. We've got 3 different plants in rotation. I think I'm only growing plump helmets, cave wheat, and pigtails right now. I find the other ones are just too much work. And poor Auto Butcher has been killing so many of these animals. I let it go a little free-for-all for a while there. Let me just take a sip of coffee here. And let's go deeper. Bah. So this is the kitchen level. As you can see Sandcastle, the tavern here. It's not connected to the fortress, and I made that as an intentional decision because do you remember in Lantern Steals when we had all those goblins in our fortress? Way too weird. So I decided not to include the tavern people. However, maybe you guys can Google this. I haven't had any success finding the information, but when invaders are off, I don't think you get tavern guests. I think they're considered invaders. Anyways, we've got 3 stills, 3 delicious kitchens. We've already got some master chefs, and I've actually included these tables and chairs just for S's and G's. Here's our main food drink stockpile, separated into different categories. Plant, we got plant here, meat. I don't know why I'm showing off my stockpiles. This is ridiculous. But I've also got, I dug these out mostly for the stone, but it holds those weird things like animal cages, sheets, and I think this is like extra bars and blocks, but that are weird, like perlash. Furniture and wood. Whoa, I need to get these guys cutting more trees down. Oh yeah, the elves were here. That was the problem. This is our main stockpile, as well as, of course, our delicious quantum stockpile. It's very full. It's very full of stuff. I think I have like thousands, more than thousands, hundreds of thousands. No, probably not 100,000. I got a lot of wood. I mean, I have a lot of stone and hooves and skulls. And I've actually got a pile there, a stockpile, which feeds into these 3 mason's workshops and mechanic workshops, because I never want them to run around grabbing stuff. Oh, what is he doing right now? Nothing. Darn it. I'm trying to make instruments, and it's like making artifacts, except you have to do all the work. It's terrible. All right, let's get into a bedroom unit. So this is our grand dining hall. And off to each wing, we have bedrooms. Pretty simple. This time I decided, since I don't have invaders on, I decided to challenge myself and build really massive bedrooms. These are 5 circles using DF Hack. They're massive. I would want to sleep in these rooms. They're awesome. And of course, microcline furniture only. Oh yeah, this is the only kid in the fortress. I should name him something special. I don't think we have any other children. For whatever reason, because this is like a dead civilization, that's what we get. This is something I like doing. Okay, so he's eating a plum wine roast. But I want to see, does he actually like plum wine? Let's see. He likes Galena, Yeah, he prefers to consume plum wine, flax flour, and citrons. He detests flies. But look at this. He's actually eating a plum wine roast. Let's take a look at it. I want to read you the description. An exceptionally prepared plum wine roast. The ingredients are superiorly minced raw nautilus. Okay, so there's a lot of nautilus in this. Minced cuttlefish and minced plum wine. I'm not sure how you cut plum wine liquid. That's tricky. Cool, but tricky. All right, deep breath. So here we have our religious, that's kind of what I'm calling this floor, the religious floor. It currently holds 1 occupant in terms of its tomb, which is poor Atir Rimtartan. This was tragic. I found that I only had 2 scholars in my fortress, and we'll see the library in just a second. And one of them died, and this is the worst part. The slab reads, in memory of Atir Rimtar, born 1980, he suffocated in 1053. He's at one with Pigarn. No, he suffocated in the tavern on his own vomit. I actually saw him while he was still alive. I was staring at him. I was like, geez, this guy is just like lying on the ground for a really long time in the tavern. And then he just choked on his own vomit, I assume. They were dancing, so I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. Anyways, each one of our gods have a dedicated room here. Ooh, what's that? A moon snail. Ah, yeah. I was going to tell you guys about this. So this particular one is dedicated to a Tith Nestle couple. So she's the goddess of happiness, revelry, music festivals, and forgiveness. Anyways, sometimes I like to come down here and watch the dwarves and see what they're praying about. And especially in this one, which is called the Monastery of Snuggling, which I love. It's interesting because I think it's because if I go up, way up, she is underneath the ocean in her particular monastery here. And every so often, vermin from the ocean will show up inside her temple. So I saw a moon snail like earlier, and I also saw oysters, like a whole bunch of oysters. And they sort of like dance around and then they disappear. Now, I don't know why they disappear, but I can only make assumptions. Of course, we have our like classic like lice, ticks. I gotta figure out how to get rid of those. Those are nasty. There, oh, I saw an oyster. Did you see it? It was just for a second up by that duck. Oh man, so eerie, so strange. But there is one god that I'm not a big fan of. It's this guy down here. It's not Vesh. It's actually, his name is Dishmab. I've called this temple the Temple of Roars, dedicated to Dishmab, the brain of dragons. Now this god, his whole thing, his claim to fame, is that he gave immortality to one of the toughest monsters he could find at the beginning of the generation of the world. So he gave it to Vesh Top-Bolted, the Infinite Beast. That's his new name. He's a tortoise monster. Now, I assume that Dishmab did this because he's actually the god of war and fortresses. So he probably gave out this little award for being nastiest boy. He just gave it out to this guy. So that, like, dwarves would continue fighting and build fortresses, well, this whole fortress is a snub to that god, even though people pray to it all the time. In fact, the little kid, the only child we have in the fortress, he likes hanging out here too. He plays make-believe, but I imagine he's pretending to be Dishmab, giving out some sort of like prize. The tablet, or the slab, sorry, that gave immortality is called the Just Knives, and we can actually raid for it. But as if I press my M here, I have no military right now, because I've sort of been living the dream. If I want to, I can turn invaders back on and get people to come. All right, one more level. This is kind of my grab all level. I've been using, where's my book here? I'm gonna grab this. It's called, I went to Spain. And as I was, you know, when you're traveling and you know why you're there to eat, and you're there to sleep and look at things that are new. But while I was in Spain, I visited the Alhambra, which is a big castle over there, built way back in the day by Muslims who lived within the community. Well, they owned the community, let's be honest, at that time. They have the craziest geometric art that ever did exist. It's nuts. And so I actually, for Christmas, I got Islamic Design, A Genius for Geometry by David Sutton. It's this awesome little handbook detailing all kinds of cool permutations of different shapes and how it's like Escher's wet dream. It's amazing. So I ended up using one of the designs. And I actually saw this design there in Alhambra. They like put it on the walls, they put it on the floor. It's crazy. You're walking on like unbelievable art. It's silly. It's silly. Anyways, this one's called The Give and Take. So you can see like there's crosses and then there's sort of like fat squares, or sorry, I guess stars is what it is. Anyways, back to the game. This is our library, and now I do have 2 scholars. What are they doing right now? Usually they ended up talking to each other. Ponder the lever. And this guy's pondering the crystal lens. So he must have optics, and this guy must have some sort of like mechanisms? What's his thing? He is a competent mechanic. So his thing is optics engineer and fluid engineer. So every so often you'll see them talking to each other. I have yet to build anything. This is the Vault of Secrets, by the way, this library. But I have yet to see them write anything. I haven't assigned them a scribe yet, so I don't know. Hey, but Toady One added pedestals, and I'm having so much fun. These are all displayed gorgeous things. Now, if I press Q, yeah, I can see what's there. Can I? This is the new, whatchamacallit, screen, a menu for this. So I can actually see all of my gorgeous little items. None of them have been that exciting. Just more, they're more about kings. And, you know, here's one that's about us. The dwarves are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of the Emerald Palace by the Last Chance. Oh yeah, I called them Last Chance because I felt like there's only 9 of them left. So sad. And here we are is our zoo. Now, if anybody knows, I'm not 100% sure how to make this a zoo. I've assigned buildings. There's no zoo location. So I'm not sure how this works. No one comes here. Anyways, sad. Sad but true. And that's it. That's all I've got. So I'm going to be playing around with this one for a little while. I find it really soothing to just goof around without having to worry. Ooh, a story. Let's see what he's telling. Oh, they love this mayor. He's talking about Adele Ceiling Golf again, our first mayor. They constantly tell the story of her being mayor. I think they're all just feeling a little nostalgic for her now that we've got this like awful English. When is he gonna get replaced? So my current task that I've been doing for the longest time. Oh, a new mayor, just as we said it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so his name is Litas Kivishdarad. Cool name. Like you. Okay, he hates his room because I need to switch him around. Oh, she. I won the election. Such elation I feel. Awesome. So what is she like? She likes stibnite, black bronze, amethyst, clear glass, muskox leather, common snap and turtle shell, the color violet, oh me too, crutches, osprey men for their fishing ability, and wow, when possible she prefers to consume dwarven beer. Well, thank goodness you're in the right place, sugar. We got a lot of that. So she says here that she prefers boredom. No, she prefers chaotic mess. She prefers to be alone. Oh, sorry. She tends to be a little wasteful. What does she do, I wonder? Does she have any relationships? She worships Shin, who is, if I remember correctly, a female dwarf associated with minerals and jewels. Right. A lot of people write books about her. She's not really friends with anyone. Well, let's assign her the new quarters. All right, sugar. Sorry, English. You're back to being an engraver. Litash, you're gonna go there, and you're gonna have this, and you're also gonna have. This is me kind of being a bit cheaty. I just assigned a table right in front of them as well. I feel a bit bad. Now, DF Hack has an auto allocate. Sorry, I'll move that. It has an auto allocate for the mayor, but I've found it to be kind of unsuccessful. When mayors switch over, it didn't switch over for English. So, sorry, English. Okay. So, our first task is to make a new statue for her. So, sorry, I'll do this slowly for a second. I'm going to hit Jobs, Manager, Queue New Task, and I'm going to add a rock statue. Oh, the manager is so good. I just want one statue, and so far I've been doing them all with microcline, so I'm going to keep that up. As well, I'm going to specify an image using details related to a historical figure. Oh, skill testing question. Who remembers her name? Litas. Oh no, there's 1,000 of them. What was her last name? Alright, I gotta exit out to check. Her last name was Kivishdarad. Okie dokie. Oh, it's here. Kivishdarad. Okay, so related to a historical figure. Since she probably existed before this. Kivish. And her first name was... No, my brain is just not memorizing any of this stuff. Okay, I'll test. Hey, there we go. Kivishdarad. Oh, Brittany, come on. You can do this. There she is. That's my girl. Okay, so let's see what the Mason's workshops downstairs think of her. Because you can only specify that it's an image relating to this person. So sometimes it's really interesting because they will be absolutely negative about whoever you're making it for. Now ooh, another story. What are you telling? Oh, still talking about Adele. I know, I miss her. The next step is to make sure that English and his wife have a room. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. This is going to be a little painful, but I'm going to quickly go through each bedroom and see if there is... This is where Adele is. I remember putting her back there. I felt a little sad. She was really nice. She liked things like leather armor, which was great. It was an awesome thing to give somebody. I loved making it. I wouldn't have sold it. Although you'll see our trade goods are through the roof. Usually what I like to do is sell only prepared goods, but since I have so many elves coming by, and I know everyone's upset too, but like no one can really respect elves. You know what actually would help this? I'm gonna just quickly check Dwarf Therapist. Connect this bad boy. Find out when Levist... Oh man, I can't even remember her name. Levistrad. No, well, she'll be, yeah. Okay, so she is one of the last people to join our fortress, which is awesome because I kind of know where I placed all of our last guys. La 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 la. I placed them all. These were like the very last people I placed, and I also placed a section here. There she is. Okay, so I'm gonna give this to the poor couple that has been demoted, and they'll be in here. What? They're not in here. Huh. Alright, well, I'll find him. I guess... Oh, I bet his wife has had a bedroom this whole time. That sneaky devil. Well, I should really not let the mayor come down here. We're gonna make that a free bed. Huh. Yeah, sorry. Old mayor, you're nothing. You're a nobody. You're a schmuck. Alright, I want to zoom back in a little bit. And look, the mayor's already enjoying. What are you doing? You're socializing. Great. You know, the new mayor's not really good at anything. Skilled intimidator. Great. Adequate musician. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so this Smiles of Silk, it's a dance, it's a song. It's been really big in the fortress. And in fact, I need to make some more eye docks. Because here, perfect example. Thanks, boys. Simulating, right now this guy, Sakul, he's simulating the eye dock. And I really, really would like because I have a baton placed there, which is like a stringed instrument, I think. But take a look at how complex this dance is. They love this song. Smiles of Silk is a social partner dance originating in the Persuasive Avalanche. So it's improvised performances. It's quite complex, but it always needs an eye dock. And it should be performed passionately, but they're simulating it, which just is such a pain in the butt. Look at them dance, though. Aw, did I miss it? They're so cute. Yeah, look at this. Woohoo! So they have partners. Each one of those isn't a partner. It is so cute. I love it. But, unfortunately, I can't place an eye dock, which is really annoying. At least I don't think I can. I've got a lot of instruments, but I think I just need to make a whole host of eye docks. Now, if I head into my job menu and I write the word eye dock, it needs 3 pieces. Bells, which are made of metal. The keyboard, which I believe is made of glass. Such a pain in the butt. And the case, which is made of bone, which actually has been a bigger problem. But let's see if we can make 5 eye docks. So I'm going to make 5 pieces of each. And then hopefully we can get it done. Because I would really like them to have an eye dock just in case. The thing is they're still filling up the coffers of the downstairs temples. So I'll let them make it out of any style of glass they want. And then once I see all 3 of those are complete, I'll get them assembling them. Now all instruments are assembled at the Dwarf's workshop, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But hopefully they'll be able to do it. In the meantime, what can we do together? Oh, I have another statue. Oh yeah, right. So on the roof, I've been building a statue garden. So let's put one of these bad boys here. I think I know which statue this is. I've only been putting rutile statues up, which, by the way, is, I think, the only purple stone in the game. It's been really lovely. Oh yeah, so these have been... I'm building statues of kings, but specifically ones that they've talked about in the tavern. So every so often I try to spot the dwarves talking, and I'll put up a statue of one that they've talked about, because I feel like they know who's the most important. I also take a look at them in the but this next statue is not like the other ones. You'll see. Let's do this one on the other side. So right here. There we go. Let's see what they think of, I've already forgotten her name. Letast. Wait, You require something, sugar? No cabinets. Oh. I never built cabinets. Well, let's do it right now. Rock cabinets. Let's make 2. And I've been doing everything in there in petrified wood. Wow, which I only have 2 blocks of left. Oof. Painful. Yeah, we'll put the cabinets up in the sort of bedroom side of things. Now, I've been doing it in petrified wood because, I mean, it's red, which is unusual. But also because it's one of the rarer stones that we have. So I feel like they would be more prized. Let's take a look at what they made. So here we are, Lancerbeard, Litast Lancerbeard. A masterfully designed image of Litast Lancerbeard the Dwarf and a crutch in microcline. Litast is raising the crutch. Alright. Kind of underwhelming. But, you know, that's the way it is sometimes. You allow them to have some, like, freedom. Although I really do love that these guys, they hand deliver these 2 in these 2 tiny little stockpiles. So that's prepared food stockpile, and this is the, what? Seed barrel. Damn it! That's supposed to be a drink. Hold on. Oh. I really horsed this one up. Let's fix it together. So this one is only prepared. Yeah, I probably forgot to do this. Okay. So I'm gonna block all, and I'm only gonna allow drink. So someone should immediately come over, because of course I have a ton of idlers. There we go. They should be taking out all of these seeds. It should be a drink stockpile. In fact, I wonder, can I specifically say beer? Yeah, I can. So let's forbid all except for dwarven beer. That's her favorite type. So they're gonna hopefully take away. Oh my gosh. Who grabbed it? Did you see? There he is. Who is this? Catton. He grabbed, well, I guess he actually made this jewel-encrusted goblet. But this golden goblet, it is so hard to keep track of. The lucky thing is, no other stockpile accepts the golden goblets. So they're just here by accident, and someone will try to put it away. Hey, there we go. So we got some cabinets. Perfect. So let's get those built. I'll just give them a second to place it back into the stockpile. So we're getting a lot of anger about Maton strings. Yeah. It's Trixie. Trixie Rabbit, this stuff. Oh, yeah. And these goblets... Wait, no, where are they? Yeah, the tavern goblets are different. They are... I thought it would be funny if I only embossed them with our image, the image of our civilization. It's called the Snarl, an exceptionally designed image of a cave dragon. The cave dragon is striking a menacing pose. This is the symbol of the last chance. Local dwarven government. So I stamped all the mugs with that symbol because I figured hopefully what'll happen is no one will steal it. You know, you like come visit the tavern and then you just steal that. A story. What's the story? Oh, Besmer exit copper. Besmer. I'm gonna remember that because I only need to remember it for a little bit. Statue 1. I'm gonna make that out of rutile. And do I remember the name? Besmer. Oh. Besmer? Mir? Mer. Exit something or other. There, I see her. I know it must be impossible to read this on YouTube, but I spotted it. Besmar. There. Attention to detail. But I've been really enjoying a peaceful version of Dwarf Fortress, just for a little while. I feel like the world is tough enough without having to deal with all your dwarves dying too. It's just sort of depressing sometimes to sit down to Dwarf Fortress and realize that you've permanently messed up their lives. This is more fun, where we make everybody gets their favorite food. And I mean, I should start thinking about defenses. What do you guys think? I think I could just simply draw a line across the front of this with something like some sort of wall, and keep invaders from coming across. So I like lock myself onto this peninsula. I don't know, what do you think? Because I don't think invaders will try to swim. I don't think. Especially if it's 7 deep. So here's a section here. I'll just use K to help show it. Like right here would be a section where they probably can't get around. Oh, I don't know. Do invaders swim? Because I know that these rivers are an excellent deterrent. They won't go across rivers. And this is quite a cute river. I wish it went all the way across. Like, wouldn't that have been great? Just totally cut off from this side. And then I could just control bridges. But maybe what I'll do is I'll just build like a palisade across here. I haven't quite decided, and I really should think about it, because if I'm not going to get friends coming to visit my tavern because I don't have invaders on, oh, tragic. So tragic. Let's see, is anyone enjoying the mayor's quarters? Oh yeah, this keep goes up a couple levels. I haven't decided what to do with it. I was just sort of building it while other things were going on. Oh, and one of the things that I still have yet to do is to build my nobles' quarters. So I haven't really decided. I'm definitely going to build it deep within. I'm just going to place these cabinets. Oh, if you lived here, maybe you'd put the cabinets here. I'm surprised that she doesn't have cabinets. I felt kind of bad. But isn't this nice? Wouldn't you like to live here? Like, you get to look out and you see these, like, trees. I realize that flyers will, like, murder this area. But I love it. Love it. Oh, yeah. Here's a statue of this. Wait, Tom Heated? Yeah, it's supposed to be Atir. Oh, this is so cute. This is an image of Feb Tomb-Heated, the guinea cock, and Atir Castletick the dwarf in Rutile. Feb Tomb-Heated is embracing Atir. The artwork relates to the status of the guinea hawk as the owner of the dwarf. Wait, sorry, is that right? Relates to the status of the guinea hawk as the owner of the dwarf Atir Castletick. Guinea hawks own? I wonder about that. It's pretty cute, though, that it's a statue of him hugging his guinea hawk, or the guinea hawk hugging him. Who owns who in this game? Is that the same guinea hawk who was a friend of the mayor? Sorry, this was the fellow who died. I decided to put his statue up there because I thought that'd be nice. It's just so sad that he died. He's the first person to die in this fortress. It just seems crazy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave this episode off here and play some more, and if something exciting happens, I'll let you know. Oh, and in the comments, what should I do about defense? I just don't know. And I've got time to decide because, after all, there's no invaders. Oh, it's so good. Anyways, guys, have an awesome day.